Hey, everybody. Two boys, one brain cell. I'm Joel Norden. This is Charles Beeson. Today, we're checking out Pursuit of Liberty by Bad Cop, Bad Cop. Bad Cop, Bad Cop. This was a request dropped in the comments down below. And if you recall, we checked out one of their songs.
Yep. I do remember that.
Nightmare. Yeah. I think the song was called Nightmare. Very pop punky kind of feel.
Okay. Yeah.
This one's called Pursuit of Liberty. I have heard this.
Okay.
And just to forewarn you.
All right.
So
I'm going to
guys,
make sure to hate it.
You're going to make sure you want to look at this beautiful face right here as we go into the reaction. Okay? It's very important. Right here. He is now the star of the show.
Nothing new.
Before we go any further, never mind. You're out of here. Before we go any further, do us a favor, smash that like button real quick before we jump into this, and I'm sending it.
Get it.
Can this be America, the home of the free? When for the first time I feel like a refugee. When we sought asylum, we were welcomed in. These days it's perceived as a sin. Do you remember the fall of Saigon? The city turned red by the Viet Cong. The choices they had were to flee or believe. That's what my family had. No choice but to leave. This is the way of the Vietnamese, when we became the new refugees. By raising the fences, we're lowering the bar. It seems like we're traveling back to Manzanar. By persecuting people just trying to be free. We're stopping them from their pursuit of liberty. When do passports without the right stamps send people back to concentration camps? No sign of future, no guarantees. Yet they still risk it all to save their families. What kind of world do we live in where this is okay? Borders are baseless, it's one human race. By raising the fences, we're lowering the bar. It seems like we're traveling back to Manzanar. By persecuting people just trying to be free.
What's Manzanar?
I believe it's a place.
Okay.
I'll look it up while you go ahead and break down what you're thinking.
All right. So I'm really digging this. I love just the parts of it. He's like, we're kind of repeating history by doing some of the things we're doing. Like,
It's a place in California.
okay. Interesting. I'm assuming bad place in California.
Maybe it's referencing something else because obviously they're talking about Vietnam earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe because it just popped away is the site of one of 10 American concentration camps.
Yep. There it is.
Where the more than 120,000 Japanese Americans were incarcerated during World War II from March 1942 to November of 1945. So the way they rounded them up here and did
Yeah. So that's what it's talking about is how, hey, we're all the same, but since we are refugees here from this war that we didn't have anything to do with as people, we're shoved into these camps. And you're building the walls high and tearing us apart.
It's kind of like
creating more of a divide.
It's kind of like the assuming just because you're,
of another
of the
culture,
same, like
culture.
For example, Japanese World War II.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, you must have been part of the problem just because that's where you originate from.
Pearl Harbor things.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, that's bullshit. But
no, of course, yeah.
And I really like how they're pointing out just the divide in people.
Yeah.
Like, just because we're a little different doesn't mean we're different.
One thing I really liked about the song is that it has like this pop punk melody.
Yeah.
Just a dash of punk grittiness and then a great message. and it also gives you it's almost like a history lesson, but
Yeah.
an enjoyable one. Like,
Yeah.
also something I noticed you noticed as well, when they came in with this whole line, since when do passports with the right stamps send
Yup.
people back to concentration camps? No side of the future, no guarantees. Yet they still risked it all to save their families. What kind of world do we live in where this is okay? Borders are baseless. It's one human race.
I love that part.
Tell me that whoa right after that doesn't hit fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
It hits. It's like, oh, I've been struck in the soul. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
And I think my big favorite part about that is, it's talking about how the people knew what they were going into.
Yeah.
They knew they were coming over here and going to get shoved into these concentration camps, but they still came over anyway because they were in pursuit of what's better for their families in the long run.
Yeah. And I think this can go with the Mexican border as well, where, people are traveling over and then,
Yeah.
it's like,
Or you get that pregnant lady who comes over,
Yeah.
has her kid in America to where the kid's an American citizen, and then she gets deported back over.
yeah.
But they're doing it for the future of their kids to be in a better, or what is perceived as a better place.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the pursuit of liberty, which is kind of
Yeah.
like why we originally came over here, freedom and liberty, right?
Freedom, liberty, and the
yeah.
pursuit of happiness.
Yeah. And now that we got here and we're settled, and now
They were
it's
taking
like
that
we're
liberty
doing, we're
away
doing
from
the
people.
Same, yeah.
And
That
America's
whole
a big
thing-
melting pot. We're all, it's a
the-
multicultural melting pot.
The border thing is very. I don't know. I feel like the process should be way easier.
I agree with
It's
that
fucking
wholeheartedly.
ridiculous. And then you have the people that are like, "Well, you gotta. There's a bunch of terrorists," and you're like, "Fucking anybody could be a terrorist, dude."
Yeah.
It's like, do you sit around worrying about fucking serial killers?
Yeah.
I mean, no. You just hope you don't run into one day. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. We're all fucking
100%.
humans. But yeah, no. This is a very catchy song, and I do enjoy the history lesson. You want to finish her out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I could see you were like, Joel, let's stop talking. I want to listen.
Kind of.
To be free. We're stopping them from their pursuit of liberty. All of the people still watching their backs, hiding in fear, covering their tracks. Could this be the start of the Fourth Reich? This isn't what freedom looks like. By raising the fences, we're lowering the bar. It seems like we're traveling back to Manzanar. By persecuting people just trying to be free. We're stopping them from their pursuit of liberty. By raising the fences, we're lowering the bar. It seems like we're traveling back to Manzanar.
Well, we can. You can blame, by the way, your Spotify enhanced thing for ruining the song, because that's how I found it. I was like, oh, I want to try this enhanced thing, and this one popped up. And I was like, this is a fucking banger.
Yeah, this is very solid. Could this be the start of the Fourth Reich?
Yeah. that one caught you. So
Damn.
this isn't what freedom looks like. That's a hard hitting line right after that to follow.
Yeah.
That. And I like how that's a question, and then this isn't what freedom should look like.
Yeah. By raising the fences, we're lowering the bar.
Yep.
And I agree with that. There's absolutely no reason for the separation and divide of people.
Yeah.
And you could definitely tell that's what this is going after and talking about and trying to bring to light with the history lesson behind it as well.
Yep.
But it's definitely something that we could even, take into consideration and listen to and catch in today's world.
Oh, yeah.
We might not be doing the whole concentration camp things necessarily the same way,
Yeah, not the same way.
but we still got problems.
There's a lot, yeah.
and there's
lots of
still a
problems.
lot of divide.
lots of border-related problems for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very solid tune. It has a lot of great meaning behind it too.
It does, yeah. Like I said, I like the weird, like the meanings. There's some really hard hitting lines in here, and then mixed with the history lesson. Obviously, I'm a lover of history.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I would be the only one that enjoyed this song, out of our friend group. I'm
Okay.
talking.
Yeah.
But Aaron asked for a suggestion. My buddy Aaron, who is also an author, and we write together quite a bit. He asked for a suggestion. I threw this his way just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I figured he wouldn't like it because he's not a history person at all.
Right.
Yeah. And he was like, dude.
But
I got
the
a screenshot. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the meaning behind it, like regardless of the history lesson that goes with it, the words and the slander that's thrown at it too. You know, I mean, it's not really slander if it's truth, but
Yeah.
but just forthright
got
and the big blast that's being thrown out there.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And like I said, even without the history lesson, that's going to slap you in the face.
Yeah. And the Fourth Reich thing right there, I do like I said, I like that that's a question and not a,
Yeah.
hey, it's like when people call, we've talked about it before where someone's like, oh, you're a Nazi, and it's not even related exactly
Right.
to this is a question. Could this be? And that makes you look at that whole scenario
And ponder.
differently. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. And then the instrumental behind it just matched perfectly.
Yeah. And honestly, if you didn't listen to the lyrics at all, it's like this summery pop punk, but just some dashes of nice punk grit into it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, this is a fucking banger.
And then you throw the lyrics in there, and
it's just a beautiful melt, right?
yeah.
Since I've already heard the song, I guess I'll go first rating. This song is, I think initially it probably would have been a low 8, but this has grown on me, and I really like the song a lot. So I'm just gonna go flat 9, and this is in a playlist.
Yeah, I'm going flat 8 playlist.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
P.S. As you were saying you were going first, I just sat here and threw an 8 on my chest.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, no,
And
this
shout
is a
out-
very solid song.
And shout out to whoever requested this because, this is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apologies for me finding it before we got to it in the request list.
Way to go.
Sometimes that happens. Can't help.
Yeah.
It. Can't be helped.
I love that enhanced feature.
Yeah,
I really
it
do.
is nice. Just especially if you're looking for something new, but you don't really want to go dig in.
100%.
But that was actually the first time when I used it. When you told me about it, this was the song that I ended up.
Oh,
with.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
So technically, it's Chuck's fault. This side, guys. We are two boys, one brain cell. I'm Joel Norden. This is Charles Beeson. You guys can vote in the comments for who gets that brain cell.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it. Do us a favor, smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Wait till the end here, and a playlist will pop up with similar reactions, genre-wise.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Y'all have a great day.
deuces. To deuces.